Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Over Easy. My name is Manny, in case you are new here, or welcome back. I'm going to be honest, I'm not in the hugest podcasting mood today. For the longest time, I was like, my head's kind of empty. I really have no thoughts going on, which is kind of surprising because I feel like always I have a ton of things going on in my mind and I want to say them all out loud, but I don't know. This week was kind of uneventful, so not really much to say. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet for this episode, but let's do a little check-in and our affirmation. That's always my favorite part of the podcast. So for check-in, we're gonna do rose, bud, and thorn as we usually do. Rose is a good thing, a bud is something you're looking forward to, and a thorn is something that's not so good that has happened. Okay, I just did this check-in yesterday because I was hosting a little icebreakers thing, and we did this because it's my favorite. I'll do it anytime I can lead an icebreaker because it's my favorite. My rose, my good thing is that this whole week, the last 2 weeks actually, I've been doing fitness classes every single weekday because I have the time now. And I'm really proud of myself because one of the particular fitness classes that I really enjoy is one where you mix high interval intensity training, like weight training, and also treadmill cardio. And usually how I'll kind of compare my progress every single class is I will kind of look at how long I can last on the treadmill before I have to start walking. Because in the class, you alternate between weight training and cardio, and then weight training and then cardio and then weight training. Like it goes block by block. And usually by the third block of cardio, I'm pretty tired and I'll have to walk the entire block. But this past week, I have been able to do the cardio training as well for the entire class. I didn't have to take a break at all, which I was really proud of myself for. I feel like myself getting really strong and I just feel very fit right now, which is very fun and very nice. Of course, even 2 different fitness instructors that I was having this week, they hadn't seen me in a while and they were like, wow, you've gotten stronger since I've seen you last time. And I was literally dying by that statement. I was like, oh my God, all my hard work is paying off and I feel so validated. So yeah, that's definitely my good thing of the week. I'm really enjoying my fitness status right now. My bud is that it is my birthday in the next few weeks. My birthday is April 2nd, in case you didn't know. Just letting you know now. My birthday is April 2nd, so by the time I'm filming this, it's in 3 weeks exactly. And that is very exciting. Usually by February, I will start thinking about my birthday and what I want to do that year. And obviously, this year is not different. My pictures are picking up my hair. It's kind of annoying. So I've just been thinking about my birthday. I think I might have a birthday party this year. That's kind of weird to say. I've not had a birthday party in a very long time, but I think I'll be doing something for my birthday, which will be exciting just to be able to see all my friends again. And yeah, my thorn is, it's kind of relating to what I'm going to talk about today in this episode, but I'm kind of in a senti mood, and I'm a very senti person, and usually senti is not a bad thing, but right now this particular sentimental feeling that I'm feeling is making me kind of sad about my life. Oh, that sounds really sad to say. It's not that I'm upset about it, it's just I miss my life before, which is what I'm going to talk about in a sec. But yeah, so I'm not like in the best mood anymore. I was watching my old YouTube videos and I was like, damn, like my life was really lit in university and that was pretty fun. And now adulting is very hard and has lots of responsibilities. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. And that's my rosebud and thorn for today. We're going to do our affirmation card of the episode, of course. Today, my affirmation card is, you aren't defined by your age, but let me pick an affirmation card for you guys and we will talk about it. Okay, I grabbed one. Set the tone for the day and make it a positive one. I truly think whoever is controlling this deck like knows what I need to hear in that exact moment. I can't remember what the quote was, but there was another day this week where I pulled an affirmation that literally was exactly what I needed to hear, and I was like, whoa, what the heck? Set the tone for the day and make it a positive one. I have such a firm belief that every single day is a clean slate, so you can always start your new day off with a new attitude, with a new perspective, and you don't have to always dwell and keep dwelling on things and making them last forever and ever. So that's, I mean, even if the beginning of your day was not as good, you can always set your mood, set your mood again in the middle of the day. Like, it doesn't have to be the beginning of the day either. You can reset, do a little emotional reset whenever you want, whenever you need to. I think that's really important. So there's our affirmation of the day. Set the tone of the day and make it a positive one. That's very cute. Okay. I want to talk about, I don't think this episode's going to be very long. Probably like 10 minutes, honestly, because I really am not in the mood to talk today. And sometimes that's just how it is. But I want to say something and just talk about it. The one thing I want to say to you guys today is it is okay to miss your previous life. I feel like there is such a focus on constantly hustling and growing and continuing to evolve right now. That's all I see on my For You page with all the TikTok wellness girlies. You know, they're just like, oh, get over it. Like, you'll get over it. You can keep growing and all this. But it is okay to just feel your emotions and miss what you used to have. And that's what I've been feeling today. I started watching my old YouTube videos again because I don't know. I'm sure other people do this, but do people look through their old Instagram stories? Because I was doing that like a few days ago. And I was looking through my highlights of my YouTube videos that I used to post on my story to kind of promote them. And I saw this one video and then I went to watch it today on my YouTube channel. And I was just like, damn, like my life has changed a lot and I kind of miss what I had before. And the thing is, I know that what I had before was not sustainable. I wasn't sustaining myself, I wasn't paying for bills, and ultimately that just wasn't the sustainable life, but I still really do miss it. And just my university life, I think it was just a lot more fun. Like I didn't have to think about such adult things. And sometimes I'm tired of thinking about them and I don't want to, but now that I'm in that stage, I don't really get a choice to not think about adult things, if you know what I mean. And I also kind of miss having goals set for me, like all throughout my schooling. The schools or whatever have goals set for you. You have to graduate high school by doing XYZ requirements. You have to get into university. You have to finish your university degree by doing XYZ requirements. Like everything was laid out for me. And I just really, really miss that because sometimes I feel like right now there's two things. First is if I don't take charge of my life and what I'm doing with my time, then life will pass by so quickly and I won't take control of what I want to do and achieve my dreams. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is no one is there to help you achieve your dreams. Like it is something you have to do on your own, which is kind of crazy and sad to say, I guess. But when you're an adult, it's just, this is a GRE word I learned. Life is just so amorphous. It can be amorphous at least, which means basically lacking structure and shape, that it can be really overwhelming at times because you're like, what is the point of all of this? But then like right now, I'm studying so hard for the GRE and sometimes I just lose focus. I'm like, oh, what's the point of all this, But I guess I just have to remind myself that I am working towards my goals and the dreams that I want to achieve. It's just kind of hard to remember that. And coupled with the fact that, I take a look at my old life in university and how relaxing that was, how easy that was, I just kind of miss it. And I'm not going to be ashamed about that. I know a lot of people are kind of just like, once it's over, just move on to the next chapter and don't look back. But, it's okay to flip back a few pages and just kind of look. I think one thing that does, and what is really helpful about that, is that it really offers you a comparison of how much you've grown from the previous stage of your life. even now when I'm looking at my university vlogs, I can tell, although I missed the life stage that I was in and how fun that was and relaxing and stuff, I don't miss who I was. I really do appreciate who I have become more recently and who I have become since graduating university. I think I've changed a lot and I really like who I am now. It's just really different, I would say. I also look really different, I think. Even though I look the same, I just think I gave off a much different vibe. I think before I was kind of just unrealistically positive all the time because I felt like I had to. And now I am still positive, but it's not unrealistic and I'll kind of be more real with myself, I think. Anyways, that is literally all I want to say today. This is going to be a short episode because, again, I'm not really in the mood to film. And I wasn't going to film, but then I was like, I kind of want to talk about what I'm feeling right now. And also I don't want to lose my streak because I've been very, what's the word? I cannot think of the word. Very consistent with my podcast uploading. And I just want to tell you that, it's not always, I don't always act super productively and, get all the things I want done. I have off days too. And it's not really, today's not really an off day. It's just, I'm kind of just feeling a certain type of way. I really don't know how to describe it and I don't really want to. So that's going to be my podcast episode for today. I know it was super short, but some days this is just how I feel and this is just how much I want to record. And I'm just going to honor that and let myself live my best life. So I will talk to you next week. I'm getting excited because I'm turning 23 soon, which is really scary, but also really exciting. And I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
And I was like, yo.